Today we are talking about the strange adventures of Lemuel Gulliver. He has traveled to 7 different islands and has met species incredibly different from his own. Gulliver and his father both have no money, so Gulliver's father wants him to become a surgeon.
Son, I want you to be a surgeon.
I want to be a rapper, bro.
So Gulliver becomes a surgeon, but his business unfortunately fails. So Gulliver starts studying maps in hopes of becoming a sailor. He buys a boat from a merchant. Gulliver sails to the island of Lilliput, the land of midgets.
Oh, I am tied down and I cannot move.
Oh my god, he's awake. No, he's awake.
I will break myself free from these chains that hold me down. Ow, this hurts a lot. Ow, not in the face. Calm down, I said not in the face. Yo, ow, chill. Like, actually just do it on my hood, please, stop. So, this is where I'm staying now?
Yes.
It's kind of small.
Yeah, but like you're a giant, so we don't really have anywhere else.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. They have to use these large wagons to cart my food. Like a lot of them. Like a lot. Like, I'm not sure if you know how much, but there's like a lot.
So, Gulliver, it's a mixed bag, really. I really like him, but all my government is like, he's using too much of our food, he's using too much wine. But I'm like, he's a pretty chill guy. I mean, we thought he was gonna eat someone, but he didn't. And then the only thing I would say though is that he peed on the palace, which is kind of not okay.
Oh
Gulliver.
look, there's a fire.
Yeah, our palace is on fire.
What do we do? Gulliver,
Help
please
us. Help us put it out.
But other than that, he's a pretty cool guy.
So, like, the government convinced me that Gulliver really is taking too much of our resources. And, the things he's done are not always that great. So, in order to get him to die and to not leave that much waste, we're gonna starve him.
So, I just figured out that they're trying to starve me.
Hi, I'm Nathan Went, and I've been studying Gulliver's travels for a long time. So let me talk to you about some of the themes in this book. Okay, so the first theme is method. Okay, so in this book, Gulliver meets 2 groups of people, right? The first one he meets are the Lilliputians. They are tiny. Gulliver is a giant compared to them, but that does not stop them from treating Gulliver like trash. So first, they tie him down and they jab him with arrows, and then they stick him in a tiny pyramid to live in. But Gulliver, being the good man that he is like, just because I am physically a bit larger than they are, I am not going to bully them. So Gulliver treats them very nicely. Gulliver is nice. Okay? But at the same time, although the Lilliputians are tiny in size, they have very large egos. So the Lilliputians and the Blefuscans, their main conflict is that they disagree about how to crack an egg. So, I think that this is like the Catholics and the Protestants. They disagree over one thing and they split into two entirely different churches. Just like the Lilliputians, they disagreed about how to crack an egg and they split into two entirely different countries. So this book is just trying to show you that no matter how like big or small you are, your ego can be like indirectly related. So, yes.
Okay.
However, Gulliver encounters a monsoon and ends up at Brobdingnag, an island full of giants. There, a farmer finds him and keeps him as a pet. He is then sold by the farmer to the queen.
So basically back in England, yeah, we have a king too, and there's others like me, right? And we have like this whole government system going on, same as like what you guys have.
It's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, English people are really funny. They think they're really important. So stupid.
Oh yeah, talking with the king makes me wonder why are English people so stupid?
Hello, it's me again, Nathan Went. So, on to our second theme of the book. War/violence is stupid. Okay, so Gulliver's time with the Brobdingnags is a representation of this idea. He is explaining the English history to the kings with the many wars that have taken place in England, and the king is like, that is so stupid. Why do you guys keep fighting? And Gulliver's like, what do you mean? There is clearly a misunderstanding between the two. However, Gulliver is also like, if you want, I can make gunpowder for you. Gunpowder is very powerful. You can use it in guns as big explosions. The Brobdingnag king, again, is like, why would you do this? Why would I ever want something that is so violent and terrible? And Gulliver's like, you're stupid. Gunpowder is a scientific and technological prowess. And again, this is just commentary on how war/violence is stupid from the eyes of people who are literally giants and therefore see everything else as insignificant around them.
Gulliver gets attacked by pirates and then finds himself stranded and finds a floating island.
Gosh, these pirates really sent me off to this random island with no food. What do I do? Oh wow, why is there a floating island on top of me?
Do you want to come up?
Yeah, I want to
Alright,
come up.
Okay, we're gonna throw you something.
Okay. I'm coming up.
Okay, so then after you find the eigenvalues and the eigenvectors, you have to put them in a P matrix, right? And then after you do that, you need to find the diagonalized matrix. And then
Yo, wait, watch out.
for what?
You're about to fall off
Fall off where?
the island.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
like,
okay?
but math. Did you understand the math though?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right. So the Lilliputians, we are really, really good at math, and we're good at like music, and we're good at theory and stuff. Because that's all that really matters, right? We're just really good at math, but like, who cares about like practical things?
I hate math. I want to leave.
Hello, it's me again. So the next theme we're going to discuss is the usefulness or non-usefulness of theory. So, at Laputa, the people he meet are all very, very intellectual. They're super smart. They're so skilled in the theory of math and science. But the thing is, they do things that are really stupid with it. So, this one group of scientists, they're like, alright, we're gonna somehow extract sunlight from cucumbers. And then we're like, that's impossible, you can't do that. And then they do all kinds of crazy things like that, while ignoring the fact that their citizens are starving outside of the academy. And so this is kind of satirizing how much science and math is valued in our society, if it's not practical.
Gulliver leaves Laputa to go to Lugnug. I'm sad,
Why are you sad?
because after the age of 30, all of us get depressed. And after age 80, all of our marriages end. So it's really not happy.
That sucks.
toll is not very cool. And being all this rich stuff is not very cool either.
He then goes from Lugnug to Japan, and then from Japan he goes back to England.
I'm gonna go be captain on a ship. Bye. Bye.
Gulliver finds himself the captain of a ship. However, his sailors start a mutiny and he finds himself on the island stranded with Winnims, who are horse people, and Yahoos, who are barbaric, human-like creatures.
I'm so lost. Been on this island stranded for a long time. Ah!
Oh, look, it is another Yahoo, but he is not naked. He has clothes and he is hygienic. That is amazing. Very cool. Alright, so Gulliver's pretty cool. The rest of his kind are absolute Yahoos.
The Houyhnhnms really value life. Honestly, they're so smart and they make many breakthroughs every day. I just want to stay here and learn so much more. Like, everyone back home is just not as good.
Hey Gulliver! I'm the Portuguese. Hey, look at my ship. We're here to take you home.
No, I don't want to go home.
Are you joking? Come home.
I don't want to.
Damn it, Gulliver. Come home.
Make me.
You have a family, Gulliver.
You're right.
All right, let's go.
So, our last theme in Gulliver's Travels is about human-beast interaction. So, at the fourth island that Gulliver lands at, there are the Houyhnhnms, which are very intelligent and very civilized horses, and the Yahoos, which are humanoid creatures that are like wild and like have claws and they're uncivilized and they don't wear clothes. So this is basically a parody on our own human-beast relationship with like horses or just other animals in general. So we think of horses as like, you know, creatures that have to be tamed, and then we use them to serve our purposes. And meanwhile, Houyhnhnms, who look like horses, think that Yahoos are the wild creatures that like need to be tamed and like can be used to perform labor. So this is just a twist on that relationship.
Gulliver returns back home to his family, but he starts acting funny.
Man, don't you miss the good old days? You're not gonna talk playing hard to get, huh? What can I say? It's been a tough life after I left you guys. So sad. I'm actually gonna cheer up.
I feel something close to me. I'm so scared.
Okay, Hans, pretend to do surgery. I'm recording.
Okay.
Be careful though.
Okay, go whenever.
This jump. That was so